Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
So, welcome to Culture Live. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So, public statement, please. About the movie. Where can everyone buy it now that it's released?
Hoaxedmovie.com. HOAXEDMOVIE.com.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to pin that so everyone can go see.
My hair's kind of a mess. I had it fixed. I think the wind blew it. The wind blew it the bad way.
Okay, so about Hoaxed, a political documentary. Like, people don't make a lot of political documentaries like Hoaxed ever. It's an extremely balanced documentary. You see a lot of them are really one-sided. But how did you go about making this with your directors so balanced?
Crossover appeal, right? I wanted to make a film that would not be a number of things. So one is I wanted to make a film that was beautiful. I wanted to make a film that would be timeless. You can watch it in 10 years. You can watch it in 20 years. I wanted to make a film that would personally interest me. And then I wanted to make a film that would set little traps for the media in real time. So here's what I mean by that. If the media tries to say, oh, this is a far right-wing film, well, anybody who watches it will say, no, it isn't. You're just lying. We have, for example, Black Lives Matter in there represented very fully. We didn't edit. We didn't play any kind of games with anybody who appeared in it. So I thought I want a beautiful film. I want the kind of film that I would watch. I want it to be well-balanced and to present a bunch of different points of views. And I also want to make anybody in the media who lies about it look like fools, because anybody who tries to put propaganda out about the film will be immediately exposed as part of the fake news. So that's almost like the meta. The meta of Hoax is that the articles about it criticizing it would be fake news. So they're making fake reviews about a movie about fake news.
No, I thought the movie was really good and balanced myself. Like, I was lucky enough to see it twice with you in West Palm. And what has been, like, the general response to the movie so far, especially now that it's out to the public?
Better than I expected. And I expected it to be a very good reception. I knew we were on to something big when we did a debut in LA, and people were, like, glowing. They were really excited. It was an emotional experience. Some people told me they cried during the movie. It was very, very emotional. So I knew that it was going to be well liked. I knew people were going to like it. I didn't know that they were going to love it. We're on to something really special, something magical even.
Yeah, I think that it's really good. It's very emotion provoking, very, like you said, exposing the fake news, and anyone who tries to criticize it is exposed. What do you think was the biggest challenge making the movie? Like, obviously it was really good. You had to be able to get such a balance. It had to be pretty difficult.
The directors would probably be better positioned for that, because for me, I was in right place at the right time. So raising money for movies is always the biggest challenge. And I did a good job of that. Getting talent is always a challenge, because people go, oh, what's the film going to be like? Are you going to deceptively edit me? I was able to do most of that, though, and get most of the talent raised and raise the cash. The hardest part was the directors really putting it up. We had so much footage. I thought we were going to have this film done in, 6 months. And we ended up with so much footage, beautiful footage, so editing it down. So the directors, the rough cut was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I said, guys, we gotta get this down to 1 hour and 47. And it still ended up being 2 hours, but it goes fast. So the biggest challenge was we had so much to cover, so much great footage, so much material. It was getting it down to closer to a film size.
And the directors, Scooter Downey and John Dutoit, they did a really good job too. Like, you guys all in combination.
Yeah, and we had composition, Stephen Limbaugh, VFX. Everything was beautiful. Everybody brought their A game to the film.
Yeah, it ended up really good. What was your favorite part, making it favorite part of the film, like as the final one, the final altogether?
The favorite part of making films, a documentary, is you get 2 hours to talk to some of the most interesting people in the world. So I could sit down and talk to Scott Adams, or I could sit down and talk to Jordan Peterson, sit down and talk to, Stefan Molyneux and so many others. And that's rare. Right? That's the beauty of doing a film, is if I said, oh, hey, I want to talk to you for 2 hours, people would be like, this is absurd. I'm not going to sit down and talk to you, right? So you really do, when you have a project like that, you get an opportunity to ask the greatest minds alive today what they think about the world and the state of where we're going. Spending time with Alex Jones is always a really good time. Talking to people like Cassie J. And, one of the beauties of Hoax is that I think the runaway star of Hoax is Cassie J. And I think most people who watch that respond most favorably to her, because with me, we leave it open-ended in Hoax. It isn't like, am I a good guy, right? Nobody, it's not pro-Cernovich propaganda. You might watch it and say, what is up with this guy? Is he for real? Is it all an act? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? It's sort of ambiguous. But with Cassie J, she's just a good person who was destroyed. And she did not deserve it. I deserve a lot of the attacks I get. So I think she is really the runaway star. So it's always nice to think that I think Hoax did a very good thing for her. It'll give her momentum going forward. That's always a beautiful upside.
Yeah. I thought that her part was really good in the film. I really liked the bit on her and how in-depth he went and gave her really fair coverage. Did anything get cut from Hoax that you wish would have made it into the final?
Yeah, I wish we did on 6 episodes. So when we got the footage done, I thought, okay, this is amazing. Why don't we do the series? And then I pulled the backers. We did crowdfunding on a Kickstarter, and I go, do you want a film or can I do a series? And the backers said, no, we want a film. And I go, okay, I'll give you what you want. We could have done 6 episodes easily, though. And so a lot of footage is gone. Now we want to get the real interviews up, and we're working on that, but we don't, we're not some Hollywood studio with unlimited money. So it takes a ton of time to render and edit this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So now that it's out, you said you want to put up the interviews. What else is next for you? Any big plans in the future? Another movie, book?
Yeah, my next book, Audacity, How to Go From Nobody to Somebody, is going to be out any day now. I wanted to get Hoaxed out and do a big push on Hoaxed. Now that Hoaxed is out, I can get my focus on Audacity and get that out very soon. That's a complete book on mindset, brand building, whether you want to be a social media influencer in politics, whether you want to start an online business, whether you want to be an entrepreneur in any area of your life. That's what Hoaxed is about. Because my thing is, I like authenticity, right? So at this point, I can say I've done it all. I've been attacked by the media. I built a huge online presence. I've broken big journalism stories, made a member of Congress resign. I've reported from the White House. I've written books that have done very well. I've started companies. I've also done now a major blockbuster movie. So if I'm writing a book on it, whatever your politics are, that's the kind of book you're going to want to read.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited for that. And then any other A Night for Freedom? Is there another one of those coming up?
We were working on an event in February, end of February, early March, around CPAC time in DC. Okay. And that one, I might just make it a Cigar Night in DC. I'm not sure. The issue is that when you have a big film, it's like sell, right? I'm sure people who are following me closely are like, okay, we get it. You have a movie out, we've seen it. But people, I appreciate everybody's patience too. The thing is that it takes a long time for people to buy. And so for that weekend, I really have to push it hard, and which I've done. So I'm going to cool off on the marketing. So do I really want to go on Monday, say, okay, now buy this ticket, sell. It just feels inauthentic and kind of annoys people, turns people off a lot. So the game plan is I am going to do an event in DC, but it isn't going to be the big kind of thing I did last year or the one I did in New York. It's going to be more low-key, more chill, just a place for us to kind of hang out have dinner, maybe a few cocktails, smoke a couple cigars. So we'll do that, but I'm not going to be in everybody's face to sell out the event.
Well, looking forward to that. Is there anything else you want to tell everyone about Hoax or about anything you have coming up or anything at all before we end this?
Well, I mean, sure, watch hoaxedmovie.com, watch it, and let me know what you think. Leave a message, and I'm glad people are following Culttture. People should follow Culttture. The biggest, yeah. Oh, and I am, for a few more hours, you can get the book Hoax for free, and you can get Gorilla Mindset, the book, for free, the Kindle versions on Amazon. So people, during the launch for the movie was doing so good, I was feeling generous. So I would encourage everybody watching right now, go to Amazon.com, type in Cernovich, free Gorilla Mindset, free Hoax book. Get the books now for free, and then once you have them for free, go watch hoaxedmovie.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mike. We'll definitely tell people again on our Instagram to check out the books and the movie, and thank you for all your support of Culttture.
Thank you. My pleasure. Keep doing it.
Talking to you.